The Sonoma Stompers have partnered with Crandall Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value while also contributing to environmental sustainability and long-term tree health. Call Arbor MD for all your tree care and landscape needs. Nana's estate-grown extra virgin olive oil is made from olives grown exclusively on the property of Vianza Winery. They were hand-harvested and pressed to create Nana's extra virgin olive oil. Go to shop.vianza.com to see why Nana's olive oil is the very best. United States Congressman Mike Thompson, representing California's 4th District, is a proud supporter of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers invite you to dine at Verano Cafe. Longtime Sonoma natives Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio listened to the community's yearning for wholesome food and responded by opening a cozy diner nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. From classic Eggs Benedict to flavorful chilaquiles, each dish is a symphony of taste. The Verano Cafe, part of the Jacobs Restaurant family, and proud sponsors of, you guessed it, the Sonoma Stompers.
The All-Star break is in the books, and the Stompers are back to baseball with 7 games left in the CCL regular season. Zach Pace and company hold the top spot in the CCL North Division, staving off these Walnut Creek Crawdads that enter today 1 game behind Sonoma for the top spot in the North. Welcome to Monte Vista High School. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Roman Raffelli, getting you set for yet another marquee showdown between the best teams in the CCL North, Sonoma and Walnut Creek. And Roman, a nice 4 days off for you, a nice 4 days off for the team, but back to baseball, and you're doing anything you can to hold on to that top position in the division.
Yeah, really just about 10 days left before the regular season comes to an end, and the Stompers here fighting some injuries, not in necessarily an ideal situation, but they hold the first place spot, looking to carry that through and end up in the playoffs in a favorable position to eventually, go on to win the CCL North and even go play the South for the championship. But it all starts today with the Crawdads, a big one here, followed by 2 more against these same Crawdads. You want to start the weekend off on the right foot.
And the first of 3 between Sonoma and Walnut Creek, and we'd be remiss if we don't start this with injury updates on the Sonoma side. We know the 2 players that have left now for school. Well, 3 players. That's McCann Libby, Nick Santavanez, and Jaden Harper. The summer is done for those guys. We'll rip through this injury report. Akers, as we know, is out with a hand injury. That's back to 3 weeks ago. Colton Boardman rolled his ankle at Driveline over the week. Brady Shannon, an oblique injury in the CCL Showcase Home Run Derby. The Haas brothers call it a summer, both of them battling wrist and shoulder injuries. Dylan Edelman and Cal Ambrone, both USF pitchers, battling lower half injuries. And Hideon Hahn will close out his summer today and lead off. What do the Stompers have to do now with so many bats out of the lineup?
You just got to continue to play your kind of baseball. You can't worry about who's not here or what you've lost, any of those kinds of things. You got to go out there, put together quality at-bats, play team ball. Sure, there might not be the same, star power or the, all-star guys that you expected at the beginning of the season, but this is still a more than capable lineup. Go out there, play your game, work bat to bat, get guys on base, score, and play great defense as well. The pitching's been solid. The defense needs to be just as good.
Yeah, so for Sonoma, they send out Sean McBroom today. It's his 3rd appearance. All of them have been starts. The number that jumps off the page is 0 walks over his 6 innings pitched with 2 earned runs. All of that's been against Alameda. He's facing, a tougher offense. There's no getting around that in the Walnut Creek Crawdads, who have 3 all-star showcase players out of the 9 starting for Brant Cummings. What does Sean McBroom have to do to be effective tonight?
Yeah, he's got to do what he's been doing all season long, and that's filling up the strike zone. He's got 3 pitches, and he throws them all in the zone, keeps hitters off balance, does a great job of that, and just doesn't give up free passes. That's winning baseball.
Yeah, so Sonoma has to end today at least in a virtual tie for first place. Walnut Creek and Slow are both a game behind. Alameda 1.5 behind. Slow takes on Alameda. Second game of a 3-game sit down there at Sinsheimer Stadium. It's really standing watching time for Sonoma. They have 7 games left. 3 against Walnut Creek, 2 against San Francisco, 2 against the Philippines national team. Walnut Creek, 8 games left. 3 against Sonoma, 3 against Alameda, 2 against Menlo Park, a team that they've really struggled with. How do we see the CCL North shaking out here?
You know, it's tough scene for a lot of teams, including the Stompers, but Stompers, it's a big week here, and then 2 lower, level teams in the standings to finish it off. For Walnut Creek Crawdads, you've got 3 really good opponents ahead of you. You got to go win the majority of those games, but for a lot of teams, you can't get complacent and focus too much on what the other teams are doing. You need to focus on you playing your good ball and hope and make that get you as far as it can.
Yeah, well, we're just going to rock and roll into baseball today on a Friday afternoon in the East Bay. Nathan Nino takes the mound for the Walnut Creek Crawdads, the 6'1", 210-pound righty from Fresno, California. 21 years of age from University of the Pacific. 17 games for the Tigers of UOP, 29 innings pitched, an ERA over 13. In 2025 here for the Crawdads, this is just his second start, 8th appearance overall. He's gone 15 2/3 innings without a record and a 4.59 ERA, 13 walks in 15 innings, so not the best with the command. Versus Sonoma, 2 appearances, 5.1 innings pitched. He has given up 4 earned runs. He's given up a run in both those appearances. He has struck out 6 Stompers. And this is the 9, and there's just about 9 guys on the position player roster for Sonoma. It's Gideon Hahn, the DH, leading off in what could be his final game donning the Stomper uniform, followed by the shortstop Max Handren, his first start as the captain of the infield since Santa Rosa Junior College. That was 3-4 years ago. Center fielder Cam Hageman hits 3rd. The first baseman Paul Lazul cleans it up, and then the catcher Connor Pulowski hits 5th. In the 6th spots, Anthony Shepler. The right fielder Trent Keys hits 7th. The second baseman Ben Sebastiani and the left fielder Kieran Baker round out the 9 for Zach Pace. Esteban Sepulveda and Xander Silkin are his only 2 bench bats. One of those guys, Xander Silkin, a new man out of West Valley College. We'll see if he gets a bench at bat later today. But here on the diamond, we're just about ready to go. Nathan Nino on the mound. Gideon Hahn in the box. It's a righty against a lefty. Nino, a slow delivery, comes home with a cold strike 1, says the home plate umpire Justin Ammett. Ron McGeeth helps him down the first baseline, and Angela Norrie down the third baseline. 4:02, the first pitch. It's 79 degrees here in Danville. Nino comes home. Hahn takes outside. 1-1. Hahn was red hot over the weekend, as most of the Stompers' bats were. 17 runs on both Saturday and Sunday heading into the break for Sonoma. They look to keep the offensive good times rolling. Hahn takes a strike that he disagrees with, and the counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hahn entered last Saturday's ballgame with 3 hits on the season and no RBIs. He ended the weekend with 9 hits and 4 RBIs. Just a heck of a 2-game stretch from Hahn, who takes outside 2-2. Yet to take the bat off his shoulder, the designated hitter who has a handful of D1 offers. It's just about commitment time for the left-handed hitter out of Seoul. 2-2 pitch on the way from Nino, and Hahn battles off a curveball that sort of just drifted towards home plate. He tomahawked it into the ground, foul up the first baseline, and the count is going to hold it 2-2. Hahn, not a guy that strikes out too much. 8 walks to just 3 Ks. The pitch he takes outside and low, 3-2. Dustin Cheney and Brant Cummings both liked the spot. The Crawdads coaching staff set up at the outfield side of the first base dugout. The Crawdads sporting their home red uniforms with Stompers in the road grays. With 3-2 to Hahn, struck him out swinging. So a battle from Hahn, but it ends up being the first strikeout for Nathan Nino. And that brings up Max Handren. He was scorching hot heading into the break. Even if the 4 days cooled him off, it's hard to cool off a 522 hitter over last week's stretch. He has a hit in 11 of the 12 games he's played here in Sonoma. He had 12 hits over 5 games last week. Video game numbers for the powerful left-handed hitter out of Cal. Max will go down and play baseball in Australia come the winter season out of eligibility after a 6-year collegiate career. Right on left, Handren takes outside 2-0, and not putting it in the zone is probably the right decision against a 426 hitter with 5 doubles and 2 home runs.
Yeah, Handren been a key piece of this Stomper lineup since coming back from injury, especially a big piece down the stretch.
Pitch to Max. He swings 2-0 and bounces it to the first baseman, Donnelly, who fields on the back end. It's going to be a race to the bag, and Nathan Nino beats Max Handren by a step. The putout goes 3-1, and there's 2 down for Cam Hegeman. It's a good time to set the rest of the defense. Behind Nathan Nino, his battery mate today is All-Star Brandon Clisby, has a couple other showcase game players out on the diamond with him. That's the first baseman, Joey Donnelly, and the left fielder, Riley Leininger. Trey Johnson's in center, Cam Taylor's in right, Calvillo, DeFazio Ellis, and as I mentioned, Donnelly's at first base, already in on the action so far. Hegeman is quickly behind 0-2, took a strike, and then was late on a fastball. I mean, we talked about it in the open, Roman, but just decimated by injuries, the Sonoma Stompers this season. Hegeman takes up and away. If you look at their IL, if you will, / players that have left for the summer, Akers, Sebastiani, Boardman, and Shannon, that's 4 of their top 5 guys. It's unheard of to lose players at that sort of clip. The pitch to Hegeman is low, outside, 2-2.
And it's been tough for the Stompers because it's just felt like as soon as they finally get someone to come in and replace someone, someone else goes down. And then you do the same thing just over and over and over again. And then you get the All-Star break and you think you guys are going to go, have some fun down at the game and perform a little bit. But then a couple get hurt and you just don't ever have a chance to get healthy and really refresh.
Justin Emmett punches out Cam Hegeman on a pitch over the outside edge. And the Stompers go 1-2-3 against Nathan Nino in the first. Sean McBroom takes the mound when we come back for the bottom of the first inning on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 30/30 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program.
Sean McBroom takes the mound for the Sonoma Stompers, a right-handed pitcher out of Antioch, California. The 20-year-old stands 5'9" and weighs in at 182 pounds after pitching at Los Medanos last season. He's making his 3rd start for Sonoma, 2 earned runs in 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Both of those outings have been against the Alameda Merchants. Last pitched on July the 8th, 4 shutout innings. That was at Arnold Field against said Merchants, who right now sit 1.5 games behind the Stompers for first place, but if it ended today, out of a playoff spot. 4 teams within 1.5 games for 3 spots in the CCL North. It doesn't get much better than that in the back week of the year. Ryan Ellis, the second baseman, leads off for the Crawdads, followed by the catcher Brandon Clisby, the first baseman Joey Donnelly, and the cleanup hitter Cam Calvillo. The right fielder Cam Taylor hits in the 5 spot. The center fielder Riley Leininger in left field bats 6. 7, 8, 9, Joe Coupland. The DH center fielder Trey Johnson and shortstop Nico DeFazio. Ryan Ellis, we've seen him in left field. We've seen him at catcher. He's at second base today. And he lines the first pitch into left field. Kieran Baker makes the catch head high. Ryan Ellis hit it on the screws, but right at Kieran Baker, one away.
And a great start for Sean McBroom there. He's had a pitch count most of the summer season, and he's been effective in those, but you got to be really effective today with a depleted lineup, and, just a big piece of that is, throwing strikes early in the count and getting early contact.
McBroom working from the line delivers a called strike at the knees to an all-star catcher and the tall right-handed hitting Brandon Clisby. 254 average, 16 hits, 2 of them have gone for doubles, and they've yielded 10 runs batted in. He hits this ball hard to right field, going over his keys, and he makes the catch. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down. It doesn't matter how hard you hit him if they find a glove. And Sean McBroom has retired the top 2 in the order on just 3 pitches. And now it's Joey Donnelly, another All-Star Game attendee. And these numbers look a whole lot more like you made the showcase game. 389, 456. That's the average on-base slash line. 6-game hitting streak, 35 knocks this season for the left-handed hitter who takes outside. 1-0. Donnelly, a very interesting stance. He places the bat on his shoulder and then points it all the way down towards the ground, loads, waits, and takes just off the corner again. Justin Ament not giving an inch off that outer corner. 2 competitive pitches from McBroom. Good eye from Joey Donnelly to get in the driver's seat. He's ahead 2-0. McBroom comes home and tries an off-speed pitch, and it flips to the backstop. Kicks up by us. Set up just to the third base side of home plate here at Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. 325 down the line in left and right. Heading out to dead center field where the tall black batter's eye sits. Well, no balls are even hit towards the ball. A 4-pitch walk for Joey Donnelly. That on-base percentage continues to climb, and that brings up Cam Calvillo.
And what looked almost like a pitch around there from McBroom. It comes at an interesting time. You get the first 2 guys. You can afford to throw to the 3-hole, and you don't want to burn pitches on the pitch count like we mentioned, but nonetheless, it's a 2-out walk.
That brings up Cameron Calvillo, who homered the penultimate game before the break. That was his first of the year. He also has 3 doubles, so 4 of his 12 hits have gone for extra bases. McBroom misses low all around the plate but can't find it. It's now 5 consecutive that have missed, and it's 1-0 to the cleanup hitter Calvillo, infielder out of Cal State University Northridge. McBroom comes home. That one's bounced to third. Shepler goes the short way to second base, and the side is retired. It goes 5-4 on the fielder's choice. No runs, no hits. 2-out walk is stranded. Scoreless after 1 on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love.
First baseman today for Sonoma is Paul Wazul, and the left-handed hitter takes a first pitch fastball, 55-footer, skips to the backstop, 1-0. Wazul out in front of Nathan Nino, who we've seen a couple times. We haven't seen him, I guess, that much out of the windup, and he has a very odd delivery where he sort of holds that front leg. It's not a full pause, but the front leg, it's not lifted very high, and it's a very slow move to home plate, and he misses low with a second consecutive fastball. It counts 2-0.
And it's almost just a really slow leg raise with that front foot. It comes about a couple inches off the ground and almost pauses and then comes back towards the plant foot on the rubber and then moves forward, but an interesting windup.
Wazul hits it hard to center field, cutting over is Trey Johnson, and he reaches up and makes the catch. So both teams have hit the ball hard, but just right at defenders so far, and Connor Pulowski looks to earn the first hit of the ball game. Pulowski, the catcher today, one of two catchers on the roster, the only position where the Stompers haven't seen injuries so far. Can't afford any more here in the last 7 games. Pulowski a righty against Nino a righty, and the first pitch to the Bellarmine backstop is a called strike off the corner. That looks awfully close to a couple pitches we saw from McBroom in the bottom of the first. Scoreless ball game, top of the second. 1 out, nobody aboard. The 0-1 to Nino, from Nino, beg your pardon, is low to Pulowski. The count's 1-1. 246, the average, 390, the on-base percentage. Pulowski was a guy that walked more than he struck out for a majority of the season. The strikeouts have now eclipsed the walks 14-13, and he's late there. The count's 1-2. Pulowski's Bellarmine teammate Landon Akers was the first Stomper to go down with injury, which is now 2 weeks ago, and they've dropped like flies since then. Fastball outside 2-2 to Pulowski. I mean, the injury report alone could have made up half the CCL Showcase game starting lineup. Landon Akers was headed to the Showcase before his injury. Nick Sebastiani was well on his way as well. 2-2 pitch. Pulowski hits a cue shot over the first baseman Donnelly's head, but Joey ranges back to make the catch on the outfield grass. There's 2 away. That was the weakest hit ball and the closest one to finding grass so far. That brings up Anthony Shepler, who's going to be forced into a lot of CCL action down the stretch here, but first baseman today. Hitting a $172. The pitch, Shepler pops it up, left field side and out of play, 0-1. Shepler started just 3 games in July. He lines this one through the right side, base hit, hard hit, single. Anthony Shepler's the first knock of the ball game, the first base runner for Sonoma. And that brings up Trent Keys. That's a great sign if you're Zach Pace and the rest of that coaching staff. You need guys like Anthony Shepler to start delivering. Maybe for him, it could be monkey off the back. He leaves the transfer portal, Ohio State to San Jose State, the path for Anthony Shepler so far.
And a great piece there. Found a fastball over the middle. Nathan Nino's stuff, not overpowering by any means, all about the location, but Shepler able to find a barrel and shoot it through the right side of the infield.
That brings up Trent Keys, who takes low inside. The count's 1-0 on Trent. Headed to San Joaquin Delta College this fall. He'll be joined by a couple of his Los Medanos teammates down there. Devin Laginto, one of them. Devin battling illness, not with the squad today, and unable to make the CCL Showcase game as well. Keys lines A ball directly into the glove of Cameron Calvillo, the third baseman, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit. He's left at first. 1.5 in the books, scoreless. You're listening to Stompers Baseball on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Last of the second here in Walnut Creek, Cam Taylor goes a swinging first pitch and spoils it foul well down the left field line. Sails over the third base coach, Brant Cummings, who also is the on-field manager, the general manager. He does just about everything for Walnut Creek. Pitch to Taylor, bounce foul back behind the plate, 0-2. Derek Nicholson coaches first base, and Dustin Cheney, a pitching coach, hitting coach, assistant coach, does a lot as well. A much smaller coaching staff here in Walnut Creek. 0-2, McBroom way ahead, and he misses low inside. Tried to get Cam Taylor to chase. 19 strikeouts, so not a bad idea, but Taylor lays off, and the 2-26 hitters back in the count. It's 1-2. McBroom comes home. Taylor hits it into shallow left field. Coming on is Baker, and he makes the catch. Second chance for Kieran Baker out in left field, trying to get used to baseball again. Another guy, he's played just twice since June the 26th. That was on July 7th. That brings up another all-star, Riley Leininger. The Oklahoma Sooner takes a breaking ball in there for a called strike one. 268, 3 doubles, a triple, 12 RBIs. Leininger checks his swing, the appeal to Angela Nori, no swing. That's one of those where it's, did he cross the plane, did his wrist break? His wrist didn't break, but he almost swung all the way around up by his eyes. Either way, it's a 1-1 pitch, and he swings and misses, fooled badly on another off-speed pitch from McBroom. First of 3 between the Stompers and the Crawdads tomorrow in Sonoma, and right back here Sunday. Leininger hits this one high in the air, very shallow left center field, and Hageman ranging towards the line. The center fielder makes the catch in true left center field, 2 away.
And a great start to this inning for Sean McBroom. No offensive support yet, but going in there throwing strikes, using multiple pitches to throw strikes. He got ahead with a first pitch curveball there to Leininger. Really established his dominance in the zone, forces the pressure more onto the batter than himself, and it leads to success.
That brings up Joe Coupland, a two-way guy out of Chabot College, The righty takes in there for a called strike. Another first pitch off speed from Sean McBroom, and it's there for a called strike. 4 for 26 for Coupland so far, but 2 of those have gone for extra bases. This one's popped up. Back behind the plate, Pulowski will give it a look, and it will fall and roll almost into my hand, but I cannot make the play. This is our chance to get one. It has to be hit right in the air and pretty much right back behind home plate. Sean McBroom way out in front. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Coupland takes high fastball. And so that's an interesting pitch sequence here from McBroom. He's gotten ahead 0-2 twice in this inning. The first time he tried to bury a breaking ball, no bite from Cam Taylor. The high fastball didn't get a bite from Joe Coupland, who pulls it hard but foul in between the third base coach, Brant Cummings, and the third base umpire, Angela Nori.
And the 0-2 high fastball does one of 2 things, whichever way you want it. It's either a chase pitch or it's a ball that gets the hitter's head out of the zone.
Goodwin hits a pop-up down the left field line. Baker ranging towards the line, still ranging towards the line, battling the sun. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Crawdads in the second. Third inning next in a scoreless game on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Ben Sebastiani takes a ball to start the top of the third inning in a scoreless ball game here at Monte Vista High School. The Stompers and the Crawdads. Sebastiani takes called strike outside corner. Ben 3 for 26 on the season, 15 walks and 13 strikeouts. He gets on base. He's fooled badly, a half swing. He's behind 1-2. Nathan Nino is making just his second start of the season. He's gone over 3 innings just twice. Those, to his credit, have been the last 2 outings working his way up. 1-2 to Sebastiani. A high chopper towards second base. And it's going to be a tough play for Ellis. He gets a high hop and throws out Sebastiani by a step. At Arnold Field, that ball dies in the grass and is a single. But here at the Monte Vista High School grass, the low cut gets an easy hop for the second baseman, Ellis. Sebastiani is retired. He's now 3 for 27. Nino's one start was July 1st against the Seagulls. He went 5 shutout innings, allowing just 1 hit and striking out 4. He's looked comfortable in the starter role here. Baker hits a can of corn ground ball to DeFazio. The shortstop's throw gets Baker. Donnelly just keeps his foot on the bag. So, quickly, 2 retired here, and 2 retired on 2 pitches after Sebastiani was in a 1-1 count. We had him. So, Zach Pace talks to the home plate umpire just a minute about Joey Donnelly holding his foot on the first base bag, and the home plate umpire says he was pulled off and then came back on. And so back to the top of the order in Gideon Hahn. The lefty hitter takes a called strike inside corner. Hahn, his average climbed to 250 with his 6-hit weekend. Struck out swinging in the first. He takes high 1-1. Hahn's a nice piece of the lineup today, but it's going to be a coin flip for the leadoff spot tomorrow with Colton Boardman's injury. Hahn leaving for college visits. And you're studying the lineup card for anyone that can hit in that spot. And Zach Pace, for what was a relaxing 3 days for us, was, scouring every website he could to find a player that was still looking for a place to play summer ball, and making what he told me was 30 some odd calls yesterday. A couple new bodies coming in, a couple bats we'll see tomorrow. We'll see how those play out in the second game of the series. The Stompers still focused on the first. 3-1 pitch on the way to the leadoff hitter, Gideon Hahn. He takes a called strike inside corner, and Hahn thought he was ball 4. He asked the home plate umpire, and the count runs full 3-2. Hahn will see a second payoff pitch in as many at-bats. He spoils this one over the Stomper dugout. Count a hold. This is back-to-back quality at-bats. He'll see 8 pitches his first 2 trips, hoping for a productive at-bat with 2 outs here in the third. The pitch from Nino. Hahn strikes out, swinging again. Nathan Nino's allowed just 1 base runner, a 2-out single in the second. He's through 3. The Crawdads bats try and get going when we return for the bottom of the third inning in a scoreless game on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Sean McBroom goes to work against 8-9-1, Trey Johnson, Nico DeFazio, and Ryan Ellis. Neither team to score as we play in the bottom of inning number 3. Trey Johnson swinging a nice bat of late. Heading into the All-Star break, he had a hit in 8 of the 10 preceding the 4-day layoff, but that's just good for a .236 average. McBroom, from the windup, comes home to Johnson. Bounce foul at home plate, 1-1. Nico DeFazio on deck and then back to the top of the order. McBroom misses high and tight with a fastball to Johnson. Out of town scoreboard, we can catch you up on what happened this week as McBroom's 2-1 is low. The Crawdads and the Legends played a game on Monday going into the break when the Stompers called it on Sunday. That was a Walnut Creek victory, their first over Menlo Park this year. 3-1 home outside ball 4. And that brings up the shortstop Nico DeFazio. And then yesterday, the Merchants and the Blues welcomed us back from the All-Star break slow. took that one 4-1 down in San Luis Obispo. Those two teams have a couple more today and tomorrow. McBroom now forced to throw out of the stretch for just the second time. Joey Donnelly's 2-out walk in the first inning. Trey Johnson gets a leadoff one. This one's hit into left field. Kieran Baker drifts in, makes the catch. And now he's looking for a 2-ball on the leadoff hitter Ryan Ellis, which would get him out of the inning. But out of his 7 outs, just one of them have come via the ground ball.
And 4 of them have gone to Kieran Baker in left field.
Busy one.
But, I mean, he's been great in left. Not a guy who's gotten a ton of run. And when he did start to get some, through the early middle portion of June, he had a little bit of an injury that he struggled with for a couple weeks. And then also a tough illness that kept him out. But he's bounced back and been just as good.
The runner at first base is Johnson. 6 stolen bases, and McBroom checks over. No dive, but back with a couple of lunges there is Johnson. Ryan Ellis lined out to Kieran Baker his first time up. The Crawdads still in search of their first hit. McBroom delivers to Ellis. High and outside, 1-0. Brandon Clisby would be next. McBroom, a right-handed pitcher, checks on first base, close play again. The pitch to Ellis misses inside. It counts 2 balls and no strikes. We have no TrackMan system here, but the zone has been very small for Sean McBroom here in the early going, starting his second time through. Runner not going. The pitch, called strike, inside edge. It counts 2-1.
And wouldn't be surprised to see a back pick here from Connor Pulowski. The leadoff for Johnson is pretty standard. Not diving back to the bag is an interesting move there, but then his secondary, a pretty large one here with the leadoff, likely going first to third on a ball into the outfield.
Pitch just misses over the outside corner. I want to know where those are different from the ones that we've seen Nathan Nino get with the Stompers at the plate. 3-1 on the way. That one misses, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning sets up Walnut Creek's all-star catcher with first and second and just 1 out. And that'll prompt Mike Nunez to come to the mound, and you're probably just telling him to keep doing what you're doing. You're all around the zone. You get 1 call from the home plate umpire, Justin Amit. This inning looks very different.
And a guy who we talked about in the pregame show, no free passes coming into this ball game, now has 3 walks in just, 2 1/3 innings. Not an ideal start. The zone definitely seems a little bit smaller, but that's not something McBroom can control. Just needs to go in and throw pitches he knows are strikes, get some contact, get out of the jam.
He's facing Clisby, the New Mexico State catcher. 16 hits this season, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs. Not a guy that strikes out a lot. 7 strikeouts. 9 walks. He lined out to the right fielder Trent Keys back in the first inning. Mike Nunez heads back to the dugout where he rejoins Zach Pace, Kenny Meimerstorff, Casey Gilroy, and Paul Madarena, the rest of the Stomper coaching staff.
Catcher Brandon Clisby.
Clisby, sporting the high socks with the home white pinstripe pants for Walnut Creek. Number 27 on the back of the right-handed hitter, open stance, and he pops it first base side. Lazul gives it a gander, but it drifts well out of play down the right field line. Lots of foul territory here at Walnut Creek for the first baseman, not so much for the third baseman. On-field bullpens down both lines. McBroom takes a look at second and comes home. This one's hit to right center field. Hegeman chasing over and back. He will make the running catch in the alley. He'll come and fire into second base. A smart throw from Hegeman. So only one runner can advance. That's Johnson to third base. Holding at first is Ellis. That ball was hit hard into the right center field gap, but Hegeman runs it down. And it all comes down to Joey Donnelly, with the runners at the corners and 2 away.
And that ball didn't seem like it was hit too hard off the bat there, but just kept drifting and drifting into deep center field. A nice route taken by Cam Hegeman to make the catch, and now the Stompers are 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam here, but a runner 90 feet away. If it gets past Pulowski, it'll score the first run.
Pulowski has his work cut out for him. That one misses. Maybe up, maybe out, and the count's 1-0. Ellis, the runner at first base, only 1 steal, but we'll see what Brand Cummings and company do in a runners on the corner situation with 2 away, and their best hitter, Joey Donnelly, at the plate. That one misses just outside. I think Gideon Hahn might have something to say. He was 1 pitch away from a walk, and that one was called a strike to him. 2-0 coming from McBroom. That's another breaking ball. It's just about the same spot. This one looked a half-inch closer to the plate, and maybe it's just the home squad that gets the outer corner. 3-0 now on the way to Joey Donnelly. Oh, it's given there. Maybe that one was closer if it counts 3-1.
And McBroom's sitting on the outside corner, but not really having much success. It's going to force him to move closer to the heart of the plate and try to get Donnelly on something that's a little bit more hittable.
3-1 count. We'll see if Donnelly lets it rip. He takes just outside ball 4. Bases loaded. Bottom of the third, the cleanup hitter, Cam Calvillo, who bounced out his first time at the plate. And you mentioned it, Roman, it was no walks through 6 innings entering play today. It's now 4 walks through 2 2/3, and you can't afford a free pass with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Cameron Calvillo digs in from the right side. He hits this one high in the air. Right field. This should get McBroom out of it, and it does. 3 walks, all of them are left on the bases. No runs, no hits, and 3 left. We head to the 3rd inning. Roman Raffelli takes over on play-by-play when we return from the 4th in a scoreless ball game.
Hey, Stomper fans, if you're looking for roof services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. One of the reasons Crandall Roofing stands out is Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years. Not only that, but Crandall Roofing's simple pricing plan ensures absolute transparency. Hey, with straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions easy. Visit their website at crandallroofing.com or call 707-586-2500. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers.
I'm Trent Keys, first baseman, LMC, and you're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Max Handren leads off the 4th in a scoreless ball game between the Stompers and the Crawdads, the first out of the All-Star break, and it's been nothing but pitching through 3. Nathan Nito delivers a first pitch ball high and out to Max Handren, who grounded out to the right side. That was a 3-1 putout in the first, sandwiched by a pair of strikeouts from the Stompers' top 3. The 1-0 high inside to Handren, 2-0. Handren entered the ball game a .426 average, hit over 500 last week. A Stomper bat getting hot at the right time. 2-0 from Nino, taken for a strike. Handren didn't like it, thought it was inside. Now 2-1.
The Stompers have been shut out through the first 3 innings today. They're coming out of a weekend where they scored in 10 of the 17 innings where they took ABs.
The 2-1 misses outside, now 3-1 to Handren. That was the key for the Stompers. They scored nearly every inning, just constantly were taking the momentum and running further and further away from the Legends and the Merchants with it. Led to a lot of success, but obviously 17 runs a game, not necessarily a realistic expectation. The 3-1 misses low. It's a 5-pitch walk to Handren. Puts the second Stomper on in the ballgame.
Yeah, now back-to-back half innings where the leadoff runners gotten aboard. The Crawdads loaded them up but couldn't get anyone in. Handren not really a threat to run, but you love to see him get moved over here by Cam Hageman.
Hageman takes the box from the right side. It's right on right with Nino. The first pitch, nice slider catches the outside corner. Nino effective with most of the arsenal so far. Hageman, 12 hits on the year, 267 average, 7 walks, 14 strikeouts, 6 runs scored. The 0-1 bounces in front of Clisby. He can't find it. The throw down to second, not in time to get Handren. The throw made anyways, though Handren was 60 feet of the way there.
I mean, no one here in Walnut Creek scores the game in real time, so you have no idea what the call is. I don't know. It could be a swipe for Max, or it's a pass ball on the catcher, one of the two.
It was a tough one.
Up to Brant Cummings' discretion later this evening.
It's a tough one there. It bounced right on home plate and was blocked by Clisby, but he couldn't find it. Handren had a nice read and moved up. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 now to Hageman. Hageman himself, a bit of a stolen base threat if he could get on here and move Handren to third. He's 4 for 5 on the year. Handren leads off second. Nino, the 2-1 cut on and missed by Hageman, now 2-2. Second baseman Ryan Ellis stands just behind second base, keeping Handren as close to the bag as possible. We have not seen a pick move from Nathan Nino. Set, lifts the 2-2, popped up, foul first base side. Donnelly camped, makes the catch. One gone for the Stompers in the top of the 4th. Brings up Paul Lazul. He lined out to center field to lead off the second inning. He's got 6 extra base hits on the year, 18 total hits, 2 home runs, 4 doubles, and a dozen singles, a .234 average. Stands in on the left side. Handren leads off second, dances off the bag. The first pitch from Nino to Lazul misses high. 1-0. For the Stompers so far, no runs on a hit and a walk. That walk stands on second base. The hit was Anthony Shepler, who was left at first base in the second. The 1-0 to Lazul misses well inside, 2-0. And if you've been stat tracking with the Stompers this season, they've been hit by pitches 97 times. That one close to Lazul would have been the 98th. Surely the Stompers will see triple digits, just an insane stat for the summer. 2-0 to Lazul, outside, missed there, 3-0. An arm side fastball missed well outside the corner. Now 3-0 to Paul Lazul. Max Handren stands on second base. Nino set, delivers the 3-0 in for a strike. 3-1 to Lazul. Lazul back in the box. Nino gets the sign from Clisby and comes set. Handren leads off second base. 0-0. Third. Handren takes off. The pitch misses the zone. Handren in time to third base. So it's a base on balls for Paul Lazul on a base via the steal for Max Handren there. 3-1 90-foot swipe there to put runners on the corners for Connor Pulowski.
Catcher Connor Pulowski.
So a straight steal on a 3-1 count. A heads-up play from Golden Bear. That's Max Handren. He stands on third. Paul Lazul off first. Connor Pulowski in the box. First pitch from Nino. Misses the outside corner. Slider worked nearly entirely across the plate. It's 1-0 to Pulowski, who popped up to Joey Donnelly in the second inning. That ball nearly a hit, but just lofted over first base. Second pitch misses high. 2-0 to Pulowski.
Yeah, Pulowski, guys, 16 runs batted in on just 15 hits. You don't need a knock to get a run home here. So much hitting room on the right side of the infield. Sac fly would get it done too. A lot of ways to get a knock. RBI here.
2-0 misses inside. Now 3-0. And a zone that we had seen kind of shifting back and forth. McBroom missing a lot of pitches on the third base corner, or just off of it. And that translating here to the fourth lot. Missed there from Nino. The 3-0 to Pulowski in for a strike. Fastball, middle, taken per usual by the Stompers. Now 3-1 to Pulowski. Runners on the corners, nothing. Nino to Pulowski, 3-1. High ball 4, bases loaded, 1 out for Anthony Shepler, the lone hit in this ballgame.
Yeah, this is eerily similar to how the bottom of the third inning went for Walnut Creek. They loaded the bases on walks, but couldn't get that run home. And much like Mike Nunez did when his pitcher walked the bases loaded, here comes Dustin Cheney to talk it over. The big thing with the Stompers, though, is they did it with 1 out, and now the catcher, Brandon Clisby's come back behind the plate. He didn't see Dustin Cheney coming, and Brandon Clisby getting a nice little jog back and forth in.
Yeah, so they'll meet on the mound. The inning started with a Max Handren walk. He then stole second base. Cam Hegman popped out foul to Joey Donnelly just beside first base. Then Paul Lazul walked, and on the fourth ball of his at-bat, Max Handren stole third base. His second steal in just a matter of pitches. Then Connor Pulowski worked a nice at-bat. He walked, loads the bases with 1 gone for Anthony Shepler, who had his 11th hit of the season back in the second. He was left on first base. Those 11 hits, 2 are doubles, 9 are singles. He's got 3 RBI, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts, a 172 average in what's been an off and on summer for Shepler. He stands in on the left. Nino delivers from the right. The first pitch hit high into shallow left field. Leininger makes the catch. Handren tags to go home, and the first run has been scored of the ball game, courtesy of a sac fly by Anthony Shepler. It scores Handren, and the Stompers take a 1-0 lead in the fourth.
Productive at-bat there from Anthony Shepler. His job's to drive in the run, and that's exactly what he did. He attacked early. He put it just deep enough to get that run home. Sac fly on back-to-back great at-bats. Just the 4th RBI for Shep this season.
Handren scores now first and second. That's Pulowski and Lazul. Trent Keys digs in from the left side. He lined out to the third baseman to end the second inning. He hits this one softly behind second base, just over the glove of Ryan Ellis. Paul Lazul, no doubt about it, he was going to go second to home. He scores on a green light from Dave Hoke at third base. Now the Stompers a 2-0 lead in the fourth.
Yeah, Dave Hoke with a couple fun sends here this inning. That arm's got to be tired. He threw the showcase game home run derby for a majority of the teams in the north, not just Brady Shannon. So that shoulder, I mean, he's got to be feeling it after throwing, I think, 7 rounds. That was just a couple days ago at the showcase, but it was good enough to wave home Paul Lazul and double up the Stomper cushion.
The RBI single from Trent Keys, his 13th hit, his 7th RBI of the season. Ben Sebastiani digs in, takes a slider outside for ball number 1. The Stompers, a great display of small ball here in the fourth. It's 3 walks, a sac fly, and a single that have scored 2 runs. 1-0 to Sebastiani, finds the zone. That's a fastball on the outside corner. Sebastiani a 4-3 ground out in the third. The 1-1 misses outside, a fastball yanked by the righty Nino. Now 2-1 to Sebastiani, who walks more than he strikes out and does both infinitely more than he hits the ball. 15 walks to just 3 hits. That one misses low. 2-1, and a great approach from a guy who doesn't see a ton of time, makes the most of his at-bats, sees some pitches, gets the quality at-bat. He knows that stat matters in the dugout in an arm warming in the Crawdad bullpen. 3-1, Keys takes off, and he had the base whether it was a walk or not. It's a 5-pitch walk to Ben Sebastiani, the 4th of the inning, and the bases are once again loaded for the Stompers.
Yeah, Keys was credited with just 2 stolen bases in Sunday's game, but if you remember back, he was just running all over the field. He went from first to third on a pickoff that barely went away from the first baseman. There was another play where he just rounded third on a pick back to first base in a runners on first and second situation. He forces mistakes.
Kieran Baker takes high and out with the bases loaded and 2 gone. The Stompers have scored a pair already in the top of the 4th. They look for a couple more here. Nathan Nino on the bump. Comes set, lifts the leg, delivers high and into Kieran Baker. Now 2-0. Arm loosening in the Crawdad bullpen. No move yet. Baker, 6 hits, 188 average on the year. The 2-0, just below the knees, 3-0. Now Nino has to come in the zone, or he'll walk in the third run for the Stompers.
The Stompers had 3 crooked numbers against the Merchants on Sunday and 3 against the Legends the day before that.
3-0 in for a strike, 3-1 now to Baker. Connor Pulowski stands on third, he walked. Trent Keys stands on second, he singled. And Ben Sebastiani on first base, also a walk. The 3-1 to Baker misses inside. It's ball for the 5th walk of the inning, and it scores Connor Pulowski. The Stompers grow the lead, now 3 runs.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd RBI this season for Kieran Baker. He draws his 6th walk, but that's what they say, leadoff walks always come back to hurt you. But the Stompers did their job in between there. Big sack fly Anthony Shepler, a 2-out hit for Trent Keys, got a run home. And now it's 3 runs, but you have Gideon Hahn and Max Handren coming up here in a bases-loaded 2-out situations. You can dream of those huge innings you had this weekend. You had a 6 spot and a 4 spot against the Merchants. You had an 8 spot and a 5 spot on Saturday.
Brent Cummings will go to the bullpen. The afternoon is done for Nathan Nino. The Stompers, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 4th. We'll be right back on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Hey, Stomper fans, if you're looking for roof services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. One of the reasons Crandall Roofing stands out is Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years. Not only that, but Crandall Roofing's simple pricing plan ensures absolute transparency. Hey, with straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions easy. Visit their website at crandallroofing.com or call 707-586-2500. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave.
Edward said is the crawdad out of the bullpen. He comes courtesy of Los Medanos, redshirt freshman. 220 pounds, 6'6". This just his seventh appearance of the season, a 1.08 ERA. That's 8 1/3, 7 Ks, 6 walks. He'll face the top of the lineup. Gideon Hahn digs in from the left. Edward winds from the right. The first pitch fouled back by Hahn, ahead 0-1.
Yeah, these guys were Mustang teammates for Los Medanos.
And the point streak says he was born in 2015, but I don't see that being possible.
I don't know. Don't know about that one.
I'd be playing up a few levels. The 0-1 to Hahn misses high and out, 1-1. A pitch that we've seen miss just off the corner all evening so far. Thanks for joining us on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network. Roman Orfelli, Kieran Costa taking you through the home stretch of the 2025 CCL season. Said, kicks, delivers, hit softly down the right field line. Ranging over is Taylor, and it falls foul. What would have been extra bases and a couple RBI for Hahn falls just right of the line. He's now behind 1-2.
That really would have been trouble if that had touchdown fair. Everyone would have been running, but now you really need to battle if you're Hahn. The Stompers, yeah, they've gotten 3 runs, but you'd love to make it another 3.
Yeah, Hahn, a handful of D1 offers. How nice would a 2-out RBI hit here against the Crawdads look on the stat sheet? The 1-2 from Said misses out and low, 2-2. And this is what you get with Gideon Hahn, not something that always shows up on the stat sheet, just quality at bat after quality at bat. One of the best approaches in the CCL. Patient, never looks flustered or pressured in the box. The 2-2 to Hahn, cut on and missed, dropped by the catcher, but strike 3. Hahn thought he got a piece of it, but he won't. The move to the bullpen does the job for Brent Cummings and the Crawdads. 3 come across the score on 5 walks. Just 1 hit for the Stomps in the top of the 4th, but they take a 3-0 lead. We'll head to the bottom half here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Cam Taylor leads off the bottom of the 4th. He takes a first pitch called strike outside corner. The first time we've seen that called, but McBroom living there, walk or not. The second pitch to Taylor bounced foul. Now McBroom ahead 0-2. He walked 3 in the 3rd, but did not give up a run. His counterpart Nathan Nino walked 5 in the 4th. He gave up 3. Stompers, that 3-0 lead here, bottom of the 4th. McBroom gets the sign, winds, delivers to Taylor. It's hit hard at Ben Sebastiani at second. He fields, throws in time to get Taylor jogging down to first base. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, Ben Sebastiani, a natural second baseman at the College of Marin, coming off of that injury, but looks a little more comfortable at second than we did when we've seen him at third and left field so far this year.
Yeah, he got an outing at third base here against the Crawdads. That wasn't a pretty one. A couple of errors from the hot corner. First pitch to Riley Leininger in for a strike. Now 2 for 2 on first pitch strikes. Bottom of the fourth, McBroom doing a good job pitching ahead since getting ahead on the scoreboard. Still has yet to give up a hit. The 0-1 hit hard to Paul Azul, who takes a step back, gloves it, tosses to McBroom in time. 2 up, 2 down. Courtesy of the ground ball for Sean McBroom here in the fourth.
Quick outs, that's what you said in the open, Roman, and that's what he's done so far. That third inning became very laborious with the 3 walks, but ended up leaving him loaded. And he's a guy that doesn't throw that hard. He induces a lot of ground balls. He didn't do that in the first 3 innings, but he's gotten 2.
Joe Coupland digs in. He flew out to Kieran Baker and left. He hits this one hard at Max Hendren at short. Backhand, throw across the diamond in time to get it. It's about a 5-minute inning for Sean McBroom. The Stompers lead the Crawdads 3-0 here in the final week of the CCL season.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
The shortstop, Max Hendren, leads off the top of the 5th. He led off the 4th. That was a walk. He stole a couple bags and scored on a sac fly from Anthony Shepler. Edward Said delivers a first pitch fastball high to Max Hendren. He came in to mop up the 4th. He did a good job there. Didn't allow an inherited runner to score. He struck out Gideon Hahn with 2 outs. Working from the wind, the 6'6" righty delivers in the zone, and Hendren hits it a mile, but foul down the right field line.
Yeah, both of Hendren's home runs this season have been on the road, and both of them have been pulled pretty straight down the line, both in San Francisco and then in Alameda on Sunday. But talk about a guy looking to pick up where he left off. 522 last week.
The 1-1 high to Hendren, now 2-1.
Yeah, Said, his last earned run given up was on June 8th. He's gone 5 consecutive appearances without one.
2-1 hit high and deep to right. Going back is Taylor on the warning track, makes the grab, and they retire Max Hendren in the 5th.
Yeah, Bull's carrying today, but maybe not that much. I think that one, probably a lazy fly ball, turned into trouble in right center, but Cam Taylor had a beat on it the whole way.
Now Cam Hegeman digs in 0 for 2 on the afternoon. A strikeout looking in the first, a pop out to the first baseman Donnelly in the 4th. First pitch Hard heater misses outside. Saeed yanked that one. Three nothing Stompers, that on 2 hits and 5 walks from the Crawdads through just 4 1/3. The 1-0 to Hegeman buckles the knees. He doesn't check this swing. He goes around. It's now 1-1. Saeed winds, delivers inside. It's skipped in front of home plate. Now 2-1. Saeed, 6'6", 220 pounds. A lengthy frame, utilizes as much of it as he can in the wind. A nice long stride and pulls the arm around. The 2-1 in for a strike to Hegeman. 2-2. Gets down the hill more than we've seen most pitchers this season.
And not a guy you'd want to face at Arnold Field. That steep mound coming from a 6'6" frame.
I feel like he's on top of the home plate. Strike 3 swinging. Down goes Hegeman. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th for the Crawdads. That's the second strikeout and just 3 batters for Saeed. And Paul Lazul digs in. He lined out to center field. That was to lead off the second inning. He walked in the 4th and came around to score on a single from Trent Keys. That walk was his 18th of the summer. First pitch from Saeed. Watches. Ball high and out. Lazul from the left playing first base today. We've seen him in the DH as well. 1-0 from Saeed. Hit hard into deep right center field. Going back is Taylor at the wall, and he'll watch it sail over. Paul Lazul, his 3rd home run of the season. That one adds to the Stomper lead. It's 4-0 here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, we talk about it being a warm day, and it's a box here at Monte Vista. If you get it in the air, there's always a chance it can get out, and that's exactly what Paul Lazul did there. That ball just lifted in the air, right center field. Cam Taylor just kept on going, and ran out of room. 3rd on the year for Lazul. Continues to swing a hot bat. That's now, his 7th extra base hit.
Brings up Connor Pulowski, who lines this one into the glove of Nico DeFazio at short, and it ends the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. That one a home run from Paul Lazul in the 5th. We'll head to the bottom half. The Stompers lead it 4-0.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
I'm Paul Azul, first baseman for your Sonoma Stompers, and you're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
The The Stompers lead the Crawdads down in Walnut Creek, a 4-0 ball game headed to the bottom of the fifth, and Sean McBroom goes back out for the fifth. 47 pitches through 4 innings, and he's walked 4 batters. It's been efficient at times. It's been very much not efficient others, but it was a quick fourth. He's earned himself a fifth. Another opportunity to lengthen the outing here. He'll face Trey Johnson, Nico DeFazio, and Ryan Ellis. The first pitch to Trey Johnson misses low and in. Working from the wind, McBroom delivers a strike. 1-1 the count.
Set to throw his 50th pitch here, as we were talking about. No outs in the fifth. Mike News had around 60 pitches for him today.
This one hit high and deep to right. Trent Keys has a beat, makes the grab. 1 gone in the fifth. Trey Johnson retired for the first time. He walked in the third. Brings up the 9-hole Nico DeFazio, who flew out to Kieran Baker in left. It's right on right. McBroom from the wind delivers. First one hit hard down the third base line, but foul. Now ahead of DeFazio, 0-1. 269 average, that's just 7 hits, a pair of RBI, a walk, and 4 Ks. 1-1 misses high.
Yeah, the arm now loosening in the bullpen is Gideon Hahn.
This one hit hard into left center field. It gets down in front of Kieran Baker, but just a single, a hard hit single there. Nice hustle from Kieran Baker in left. The 9-hole single sets up the top of the order. Ryan Ellis, a walk and a line out. 14 hits on the season, 3 doubles and a home run.
Yeah, just the first hit allowed by McBroom. Here in the 5th inning, you have Hahn up and loosening behind him. The worry is the lack of position players that Sonoma has today. Hahn, the DH, you're then going to have to mix and match pinch hitters or have pitchers, hit for themselves if we get into a late game situation.
Runner goes. DeFazio, no throw from Pulowski. Slipped out of the hand on the transfer. A stolen base there puts a runner in scoring position. Just 1 gone in the 5th. The Crawdads dipping into the bag of tricks here. Down 4 after the Paul Lazul home run in the top of the inning. Set for the 56th pitch from McBroom. Runner leads off second. That's Nico DeFazio. Ryan Ellis stands in from the left. This one hit hard through the right side. That's a single there. Trent Keys charges it. Brant Cummings sends the runner to the plate, not in time. It's an RBI single for Ryan Ellis. Puts the Crawdads on the board.
Yeah, that stolen base now. Huge to get that runner to second so he can score on the single. McBroom looking for a 2-ball again.
The 56th pitch comes around to hurt Sean McBroom. It's an RBI single from the top of the order. Now Brandon Clisby, the CCL All-Star, digs in. They check on Ryan Ellis. He's back plenty of time. Stompers lead it 4-1. 3 hits to 2 over the Crawdads. Another pick back, no dive, but back in time.
No shutdown inning for the Stompers after they tack on a run to make it 4-0 on the Lazul home run. You have to hold it to just a run.
Pitch misses inside to Brandon Clisby, 1-0. McBroom looked comfortable on the bump entering the 5th, but a pair of singles rattle the cage a bit. Now 1-0 to Clisby. Hit hard into deep center field. Going back is Hegeman. Near the track, makes the grab. 2 gone. Long out there from Brandon Clisby.
Yeah, second time Clisby's given it a ride into deep center field, but Hegeman just corrals just about everything out there in dead center.
Now, it was a big concern when Landon Akers went down. Landon just made every play the Stompers could imagine in center field. That's a tough job to fill, but Cam Hegeman's done a great job. 2 gone for Joey Donnelly. He's walked twice. And the umpires call for the music to be turned off sooner. They were ready for the pitch, but time called. McBroom now set. Runner on first base. That's Ryan Ellis. The first pitch to Joey Donnelly hit hard over the head of Max Handren into left center field. Hegeman ranges over, makes the grab, and good hustle there puts runners on first and second rather than first and third.
Yeah, no hits through 4. 3 hits here in the 5th. And Calvillo, who homered on Saturday, comes up as the tying run.
And Mike Nunez will come out of the Stomper dugout here. No hits coming into the 5th. 3 singles for the Crawdads. They've gotten to McBroom, but scored just 1. There's still a 3-run cushion. Stompers, of course, trying to keep as much of that as possible here.
I think it's Cole Pacheco up and loosening now for Sonoma. Hahn, I think they're looking to give a clean inning. Pacheco could be a mop-up job if McBroom can't get through this 5th.
Trying to get as much as they can out of Gideon Hahn before his departure. The two-way guy looking to go D1. Been in talks with a couple of schools, nearing a decision. Cam Calvillo takes the box from the right side, a .231 average entering this ball game. He had a fielder's choice in the first and a fly out in the third. 12 hits on the year, 4 for extra bases. First pitch from McBroom, an off-speed, hooks one in on the inside corner, 0-1 to Calvillo. Ellis leads off second. The 0-1 to Calvillo misses inside. Went with the same pitch but couldn't quite locate it. Now 1-1 the count. The 1-1 hit hard but foul down the line. Calvillo well ahead of the off-speed from McBroom, who's now ahead in the count 1-2, looking to get out of the inning. 3 singles, a run scored, a pair of flyouts. 1-2, 2 outs. McBroom on the bump. Gets the sign in, comes set right on right with Cam Calvillo. The 1-2. Single into left field. Lands in front of Kieran Baker, who throws in. It's cut off by Anthony Shepler. Runners load. First and second now off the single from Calvillo, the 4th single in the inning. It scores Ryan Ellis from second base, and the Crawdads climb closer to the Stompers. It's 4-2. And a real nice piece of 2-strike, 2-out hitting from Cam Calvillo ends the afternoon for Sean McBroom. Zach Pace is out on the bump to take the ball and move to the bullpen. We'll take a break on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today. Bashan's, a tradition of bold, fresh umami flavor, and proud sponsor of the Sonoma Stompers. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. The Sonoma Stompers have partnered with Crandall Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value.
The new arm for the Stompers, Andrew Ballantyne, his first appearance with the Stompers, a new addition to the bullpen, comes in with 2 on and 2 out.
Yeah, the lefty brought into a real tough spot. Ballantyne pitched for the Folsom Lake Falcons this last season, a 3.04 earned run average over 47 and a third innings, a 3-0 record. He last pitched on May the 8th.
First pitch to Cam Taylor in for a strike, left on left here after the departure of Sean McBroom.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to bring a brand new arm into, hasn't pitched in 3 months. 2 on, 2 out.
0-1 to Taylor, cut on and missed. A nice piece of off speed there from the lefty. It's left on left with Taylor. A smart move there from Mike Nunez and Zach Pace. Now ahead 0-2.
Lefty Lane lining her on deck.
The 0-2 just off the outside corner. Started the hook on the outside edge. Worked it well off the plate. 1-2 to Cam Taylor. 14 walks to 19 strikeouts on the season. He's 0-2 today. The 1-2 called strike 3. Cam Taylor strikes out against Andrew Ballantyne, and that gets the Stompers out of the gym. In the inning, 4 singles score a pair for the Crawdads. They climb closer to the Stompers, but Andrew Ballantyne mops it up. We'll head to the 6th inning here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value while also contributing to environmental sustainability and long-term tree health. Call Arbor MD for all your tree care and landscape needs. Nana's estate-grown extra virgin olive oil is made from olives grown exclusively on the property of Vianza Winery. They were hand-harvested and pressed to create Nana's extra virgin olive oil. Go to shop.vianza.com to see why Nana's olive oil is the very best. United States Congressman Mike Thompson, representing California's 4th District, is a proud supporter of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers invite you to dine at Verano Cafe. Longtime Sonoma natives Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio listened to the community's yearning for wholesome food and responded by opening a cozy diner nestled.
Anthony Shepler leads off the inning. Edward Said enters this inning. He's thrown an inning and a third. That matches or beats a lot of 1-inning appearances so far this season. Shepler bats from the left. A couple of nice at-bats so far. First pitch, called strike at the knees with a fastball. He singled in the 2nd and had a sac fly in the 4th. That scored Max Handren the first run for the Stompers. They'd go on to get a pair after that in the 4th, and then one on a home run from Paul Azul in the 5th. The 0-1 to Shepler bounces in now 1-1. 6-6 righty. Winds, delivers to Shepler, cut on and missed. A fastball in the outside corner gets him ahead 1-2. Syed got Handren to fly out in the 5th to lead it off. The 1-2 to Shepler gets him swinging. Third strikeout for Syed, and it brings one up and puts one down in the 6th. Trent Keys digs in. Another lefty for the Stompers. A line out in the 2nd and a single in the 4th. He went all the way around to 3rd but was left there. First pitch from Syed misses low. First pitch hook. One out to Keys, hit hard into the glove of Ryan Ellis. A nice play there. Took a couple steps back, threw the glove up, and gave a nice hop to rob Keys of a single. Quickly 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. The Crawdads looking to get the bats back out after grabbing a couple in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, the second base defense for Walnut Creek, no matter who's out there, has been banner this season. Chris Esquivel seems like he takes a couple base hits away from the Stompers every time he's out there at the 4 spot, and Ryan Ellis picks up right where he left off.
First pitch to Sebastiani is in for a strike. A nice fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, Ben's taken the first pitch. Now all 3 at bats. He's taken the first 2 pitches in the 2 prior to this one.
0-1 taken, but drops in for a strike. A nice hook there. Started on the front hip and worked its way into the zone. Now 0-2. Syed into the wind. The pitch misses low and in to Sebastiani. Right on right, Syed gets the sign from Clisby, starts the wind. The pitch to Sebastiani misses high. The fastball, or the off-speed, slipped out of the hand above the head of Sebastiani there.
Well, this is it's a blessing and a curse, Ben Sebastiani's take first approach. He has 3 hits on the season, but he picked up his 16th walk back in the 4th.
Now the 2-2 to Sebastiani. Chopped just down the third base line. A swinging bunt here. Syed's got to field the position, and he won't make the play. It's a 2-out infield single for Ben Sebastiani, his 4th hit of the year.
Line drive in the scorebook. Doesn't matter how they come. They all count for hits, and that's a great job there as the 8-hitter, because now Kieran Baker, the 9-hitter, hits here in the 6th. If you can get someone else aboard, then there's 2 on for the top lineup. If not, then you have Hideon on, locked and loaded to go to start the 7th inning. And as you mentioned, Edward, Syed throwing a lot more pitches this outing than he has in almost a month. His last 4 outings have been just an inning. He's thrown what now? 2 complete.
Yeah, longer outing here. There's movement in the Crawdad bullpen. A brief mound visit from Brandon Clisby and Joey Donnelly. Runner on first, that's Ben Sebastiani, courtesy of an infield single. 2 gone. That was a strikeout from Anthony Shepler and a lineout from Trent Keys. Kieran Baker, the 9-hole left fielder, digs in a walk and a ground out so far against the Crawdads. First pitch to Baker, high and out. They back pick to first, but Sebastiani back in time.
High throw from Clisby. Sebastiani, no dive. It would have been a swipe tag down onto the helmet from the first baseman, Donnelly.
They pick back directly here. Sebastiani back in time.
Yeah, Ben doesn't have a swipe so far this season.
1-0 to Baker. Hit hard, but just fouled on the third base line, well ahead of the off-speed.
chopped at it, a pitch up above the zone. Baker's bat head even higher, but it's wide of the bag.
1-1 to the 9-hole Baker. The Stomps lead the Crawdads 4-2 here at Monte Vista High School. Roman Raffelli, Kieran Costa on the Stompers Radio Network. 1-1 to Baker. Drops in a nice off speed there. Started front hip. Caught the outside corner. Now Saeed one pitch away from getting out of it. Casual throwing from the mound in the Crawdad bullpen. The 1-2 hit right back up the middle and past Ryan Ellis here. Was going to field a throw from Clisby. Ben Sebastiani took off on the pitch. It takes a funky hop. He wasn't ready for it. First and third now for the Stompers, and top of the order, Gideon Hahn due up.
That goes as a hit as well. Nice job, Kieran Baker, his 7th knock. And that forces Brant Cummings' trip to the mound, but it also makes the job of Brendan Clisby much more difficult. Baker, a guy that I could see Zach Pace sending in a first and third situation, but it might be against a new arm.
The bottom of the order produces for the Stompers there. A textbook hit and run. You send the runner from first base. You force the second baseman, Ryan Ellis, out of his typical defense. It was a ball that ended up being closer to him because he was going to second base, but just wasn't ready for it. Didn't have the head up. It skips past him into center field, puts runners on first and third, and ends the night for Edward Saeed. The Crawdads go to the bullpen and will go to break. Stompers threatening up 2 against the Crawdads.
Our tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 30/30 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-22.
The second move to the Crawdad bullpen comes in front of Gideon Hahn. That's the second time that's happened, and the new arm is Halen Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero from Pittsburgh, California, 6 foot, 175-pound junior, set to turn 21 in December. He has a 3.11 earned run average. When he gets an out, it'll be 9 innings pitched on the season for Guerrero.
First pitch to Hahn is fouled back.
Yeah, back exactly 5 days ago, so that was in Sonoma on Friday. He pitched the 9th inning of an 8-2 game, and he walked 4, and the Stompers got a run and let the bases loaded. There was moments of hope there for Sonoma.
Gideon Hahn lifts this one into center field, right at Johnson, and he makes the play. Halen Guerrero comes in the 6th. He mops up a 2-on, 2-out jam set by Edward Saeed. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Bottom of the sixth, Riley Leininger leads it off. 0 for 2 on the day, a flyout and a ground out, and it's Andrew Ballantyne to pick up where he left off. He came in for Sean McBroom, struck out Cam Taylor, and got the Stompers out of the jam. Stomps lead it 4-2 over the Crawdads. Now 1-1 to Leininger. Nice pitch there. Lands a hook on the inside corner. 1-2. Now 1-2 from Ballantyne. High fastball in on the hands. Misses the zone. 2-2. Leininger, a .268 hitter entering the ball game. 12 strikeouts, 19 walks, 22 hits. 2-2 cut on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Leininger on the K. Back-to-back strikeouts for Andrew Ballantyne since entering the ball game. And Joe Coupland, the DH for the Crawdads. Just 4 of 26 entering the ball game. A double, a home run, and 2 singles. First pitch misses high to the righty. A flyout and a ground out. So far against the Stompers, 8 walks on the season, 7 strikeouts. Ballantyne from the wind. Foul ball off the bat of Coupland over the first base dugout. Now 1-1 to Coupland. 1-1 delivery, bounces near the feet of Coupland, but misses now. 2-1.
Yeah, no future in acting for Coupland there. I don't know. I think he, from this vantage point, he could have sold me that it hit him in the foot. Maybe stick to baseball.
Yeah, just skipped over the feet there. 2-1, hit hard into shallow left field. In for a base hit, bounces twice on the right side of the line and rolls foul, but the Stompers gifted with a break. He holds up at first base. Nice hustle there from Baker, scares off Coupland from extra bases.
Yeah, first hit allowed by Ballantyne. It's been just 3 hitters, but that ball not hit hard at all. Just sort of flared over the third baseman, Shepler. I don't really know what the read was there from Derek Nicholson or Joe Coupland to hold at first base.
Yeah, Coupland not the fastest runner on the ball club. Doesn't take second. The first pitch misses off the outside corner to Trey Johnson, a walk and a flyout this afternoon.
Stompers holding on to a nice little lead here in the 6th inning. It's almost time to start counting outs if you're Zach Pace down there in the dugout.
Second pitch fastball high is fouled back by Johnson. It's a 1-1 count.
I mean, with 6 league games left after today, Zach Pace might be counting outs down to the playoffs.
They check back on Coupland, and he's back in time.
Playoff seeding also no guarantee that Sonoma find themselves playing in the offs this year.
1-1 in for a strike, outside corner, nice fastball and a nice frame from Pulowski on the outside corner. 1-2. The Stompers start this home stretch, just about 10 days of CCL regular season baseball left. They start it with a lead. That's a 1-game lead in the North. 1-2 outside corner, nice frame there, but not given by Justin Ammett behind the plate. 2-2. And it's a tight race atop the North. You've got 3-4 teams all within a game or two at the top. 2-2. Called strike 3, rings up Trey Johnson. Now 3 strikeouts in 4 batters for Andrew Ballantyne out of the bullpen.
Now you can start dreaming Ballantyne into the 7th, hitting it on for 2. Slam the door and let's head back to Sonoma. I don't know if the leash for Hahn is 2 innings. It might just be 1.
Ballantyne.
Again, Ballantyne, I know it's his first outing since May. I don't know if they send him back out.
First pitch to Nico DeFazio is a fastball on the outside corner. He hits it where it's pitched. It's a line drive into shallow right field. Trent Keys fields it and gets it in, first and second for the top of the order. Now back-to-back innings, we've seen the bottom of the order in Nico DeFazio with a single to set the bases for the top of the order.
Yeah, now you really look at that 1-out single from Coupland where he holds it first base on a ball where I think most things tell you that he probably should have been standing at second base off the bat there. He had to hold up at first, and now that single can only move him up 90 feet. We're in a 2-out running on contact situation. He's probably into score.
It's left on left at the top of the order. It's a first pitch breaker from Andrew Ballantyne, and it is called on the outside corner for a strike. Ryan Ellis did not like the call. 0-1, 2 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Ballantyne set, takes a look, delivers, misses outside. It gets past Pulowski. Runners will move up into scoring position, but they'll hold there. Now the Crawdads a hit away from what could be a tied ball game. Down as many as 4. They've battled back through the last couple of innings, not going away. Same goes for the standings. They sit a game behind the Stompers, as do the San Luis Obispo Blues and the Alameda Merchants, a game and a half back in the North. And they call a balk on Andrew Ballantyne. It scores a run and puts the tying run just 90 feet away. So it scores Joe Coupland and puts DeFazio 90 feet away on third base. One and 1 to Ryan Ellis. Ballantyne comes set, delivers high and into Ellis, now 2-1. Hit hard into deep left field. Going back is Kieran Baker, and he makes the grab. A big final out there in the 6th. Puts the Crawdads down after threatening. They score 1, put 1 on third base, but they only get 1 back. It's 4-3 in favor of the Stompers through 6 innings. When we come back for the 7th, Kieran Costa takes over on play-by-play. It's Sonoma Stompers Baseball on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Hey, Stomper fans, if you're looking for roof services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. One of the reasons Crandall Roofing stands out is Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years. Not only that, but Crandall Roofing's simple pricing plan ensures absolute transparency. Hey, with straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions easy. Visit their website at crandallroofing.com or call 707-586-2500. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers.
Halen Guerrero retired the one hitter that he faced in the sixth. He has to deal with Max Handren, Cam Hageman, and Paul Lazul in the seventh. The first pitch to the Stomper shortstop today is inside for a ball. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Roman Raffelli here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network on the road for the third to last time this year. Handren yanks it hard, but foul down the right field line. When Handren really gets around the baseball, he can hit it hard and far down that line, but this time it hooks foul, just like a long and loud foul ball. His last time up, that ended in a flyout. 1-1 coming to Handren. He bounces this one off the glove of Guerrero, back behind the hill. Handren hustling to first base. The throw is in time, says Ron McGeeth. A very close play at first base, and the Crawdad dugout loves it.
And there's no way to describe how hard Max Handren hits the ball, besides the fact that that ball was on the handle, still hit hard enough to get past the pitcher Guerrero, but he got a glove on it, drops behind the mound, and then a nice play there from the pitcher, able to field the position and get the bang-bang play at first.
4-3 Stompers in the seventh. Hageman hits it foul down the right field line late on the pitch from Guerrero. The count's 0-1. Nice play by Guerrero to field his position. A one-hop ball kicks off his glove and rolls behind the hill. Doesn't give up on the play and throws out Max Handren. He's ahead 1-0 here on Cam Hageman. High and tight, 1-1. Action in the Stomper bullpen. Andrew Ballantyne gave up a run last inning. Hageman hits it foul again. Everything that's been put in play has been to the opposite field, and foul in this at-bat from Hageman, who struck out twice and popped out. It's a foul pop out, so had to put a ball in play today. That one's low. 2-2 in fair territory, that is, and he'll now try and do it from 2-2 against Guerrero. And Guerrero now making his second appearance against the Stompers. That one's inside. Filler up, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cam Hageman. Paul Lazul on deck. Carried a ball over the wall in right center his last time up. Payoff to Hageman. Line back towards the middle. Gloved up the middle by DeFazio. Sets his feet. Fires to first. And Hageman out by a step. Oh! Cam Hageman safe at first base. Joey Donnelly took his foot off the first base bag. Brant Cummings can't believe it. He's going to go have a conversation with Ron McGeeth. And now this is the second time that's happened today for Joey Donnelly. A play back in the second inning. A ground ball, or beg your pardon, the third inning. A ground ball throw to first. They said that Joey Donnelly came off the bag and then came back and found it. This time, they say he did not come back to the bag. the umpires will meet. This would be a tough one to go against Sonoma. What is maybe that the home plate umpire, Justin Ammett, was looking down the line. He had a view of it. I don't know what Angela Nori is bringing to the conversation from the other side of the diamond. Well, this meeting continues between the three umpires there. Up to the right of first pitch. Halen Guerrero out of rhythm either way, and I don't know how the call would be changed, and it's not changed. Brant Cummings will continue now his conversation. He won in a meeting. He got a meeting. He was displeased with the results of said conversation. An error against the Crawdads there first. That'll go on the first baseman, Donnelly. And Cam Hageman, a threat to run. He's aboard with one out, and Paul Lazul, who homered his last time up, takes low 1-0, ball in the dirt. Hageman made a read, but decided to scamper back to the base, stayed too close to Brandon Clisby. Lazul's lined out, walked, and homered. He's late here. The count's 1-1. Hageman 4 for 5 on stolen bases so far this season. Brandon Clisby's thrown out 3 of the 21 runners. Lazul fooled 1-2. Chased a pitch low. That's just a 14% caught stealing rate. Connor Pulaski entered today with 1 around 25. That leads the CCL. Leads it by a good margin. Stompers have the best defensive backstops in the game. One of those backstops, Connor Pulaski, out on deck as Lazul takes low inside 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. We wonder when Cam Hageman gets the send sign from first base. It's not on this pitch, and Lazul takes up and outside 3-2. And on the payoff, we'll see if Stompers force the hand of the Crawdads on the base paths. 4-3 Stompers, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. The right-hander comes set, comes home. Lazul hits it shallow down the left field line. It's going to land in fair territory. Dave Hoke sends Cam Hageman. It gets past Leininger down the left field line. The throw to the plate is late. Paul Lazul puts the ball in play, and good things happen for Sonoma. It'll be a single and then an error charged to Leininger. You wonder if Paulie gets the RBI, but either way, a 1 goes up in the visitor spot here in the 7th inning. Sonoma has jumped back out in front by 2 runs. It's now 5-3. Not a hard-hit baseball, but it's hit in the right spot. The big play there is Leininger got over to the line, and then it just rolled right on by.
Catcher Connor Pulaski.
So it's a single for Pulaski and then an error on Leininger. Pulaski takes low outside. So Hageman comes around to score. No RBI for Lazul and no double. A single for Paul, his second hit of the ball game. He's out at second base, and Pulaski swings and misses. The count's 1-1. 0 for 2 with a walk for Pulaski. He's also come around to score. That's a huge run for Sonoma. We talk about shutdown innings for the Stompers. Halen Guerrero unable to get the shutdown inning for the Dads. No help from his defense. Guerrero comes home. Pulaski takes way high. In this inning, Handren hit a ground ball off the glove of Guerrero, who's been the best defender out on the field this inning. He made a spectacular play on a ball that kicked off his glove. After that, Joey Donnelly pulled his foot off the bag. Pulaski fouls it back. 2-2. So Donnelly pulls his foot off the bag on what should be an easy ground ball. That allows Hageman to reach. And then running on a pitch that's sent down the line. What would have just been a single for Lazul. Everyone goes station to station. It kicks past Leininger. A run comes in to score. So now Lazul's at second. The 2-2 pitch to Pulaski checks his swing. The appeal, no swing. The count runs full 3-2.
Good little rally here to get the run you give up in the bottom of the 6th back for the Stompers in the top half. Nice hustle there from Cam Hageman as well. It was in late, go home from Dave Hoke, but able to re-accelerate and take the 90.
Payoff pitch to Plewski. Struck him out swinging. First K for Guerrero. 7th now for Walnut Creek pitching. That brings up Anthony Shepler. Singled in the 2nd, sac fly in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. That's 1 for 2 with an RBI for Shepler. This is his 11th hit of the season. It also his 22nd strikeout. Let's see what he does against the righty. He takes outside 1-0. Stompers 5, Crawdads 3. The first of a crucial 3-game set. It's not a home and home, it's a home away and home for the Crawdads. That fastball finds the outside edge 1-1. Tomorrow 6:05 start at Arnold Field, and then Sunday we're right back here at 4:05 in Monte Vista. Shepler from the left. Guerrero fools him badly on an off-speed. The count's 1-2. Shepler made up his mind and swung out of his shoes. And
yeah, home plate umpire here called a ball, but Anthony Shepler swung on the pitch, just said the wrong thing, I guess. There he checks with Ron McKeith at first base. The Walnut Creek dugout irate there, but they fix it. It's 1-2 to Shepler.
1-2 to Shepler. He bounces it to first. Donnelly slides on the backhand, knocks it down, flips to Guerrero covering, and the inning is over. The Stompers get 1 run on 1 hit. They're aided by 2 Walnut Creek errors. Time to stretch here in Danville. A new arm for the Stompers, nursing a 5-3 lead.
Hey, Stomper fans, if you're looking for roof services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. One of the reasons Crandall Roofing stands out is Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years. Not only that, but Crandall Roofing's simple pricing plan ensures absolute transparency. Hey, with straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions easy. Visit their website at crandallroofing.com or call 707-586-2500. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers.
Lucas Alanese comes out of the bullpen for Zach Pace. He has a tough task. Brandon Clisby, Joey Donnelly, and Cam Calvillo. Stomps lead 5-3 here in the last of the 7th. Alanese making his 3rd appearance. He's given up 3 earned runs in 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits. He last pitched June the 24th here against these Crawdads. He gave up 2 hits and a run in a 4-2 Sonoma loss. This time he works with a lead. He comes home and misses to Clisby. 2 walks in 2 innings. Command's going to be the issue for the 6'2", 200-pound righty out of Waterford, California. This one's hit softly to second base. Ben Sebastiani ranges into the hole and tosses over to first. Ben Sebastiani looks comfortable out at second, and it pays off with the first out. Brings up Joey Donnelly, yet to be retired today. Walk singles, yet to come around to score. Hasn't made it further than second.
Yeah, the Stompers have done a good job of minimizing the Joey Donnelly effect here. Been on base 3 times, but no runs scored. Hasn't caused the typical damage we've seen him cause.
Now this 3 on-base performance is going to continue to push that on-base percentage towards 500. He's behind in the count 0-2. Alanis working quickly here against Donnelly, who has 20 RBIs on 36 hits this year. To get either of those, needs to put a ball over the wall. The 0-2 pitch, Alanis spikes it, and the count's 1-2. Gideon Hahn up and loosening in the bullpen for Sonoma. He could be tasked with getting the final 6 outs of the ball game if Alanis can get 2 more to end the 7th. Shakes off Pulaski, now finds the one he likes. From the windup, the righty jerks it home, and it's high 1-2. Herky jerk motion from the righty. He drops the hands very quickly and then yanks him up and sort of slings it towards the plate. 2-2 pitch. Donnelly sends it the other way. Baker ranging into the gap. It's a sliding play by the left fielder with his back to home plate in the alley. Baker started over and then had to head back. Went into a nice little half slide. Very similar to Nick Sebastiani in Menlo Park earlier this month. It's a very nice play by the Stomper left fielder.
Yeah, it was a good read. Then the ball just continued to travel off the bat of Donnelly there. A back shoulder fade, really, for Kieran Baker. Makes the sliding catch just in front of the wall. A nice track down. He's been great in left this afternoon.
First pitch misses to Cam Calvillo. An RBI single in the 5th. That was the knock that chased Sean McBroom from the ball game. Andrew Ballantyne gave up an earned run and 3 strikeouts over 1.1 innings. Calvillo takes inside. He's ahead 2-0. Matador lines this one through the left side for a hit. Kicked between Shepler and Handren. Second hit for Cam Calvillo's swinging it much better of late. A slow start for what was a 2024 All-CCL North player. It's now the 4th multi-hit game for Calvillo. And it brings up, they go Cam to Cam, Calvillo to now Taylor. Cam Taylor struck out for the 20th time. Last time to the plate, he's ahead 1-0. 2 quick outs to start this 7th for Alanis, and then a 2-out single from Calvillo. He stands at first. Taylor 0 for 3 today, a line out, a ground out, and a strikeout. This one's bounced weakly back to the pitcher, Alanis. He'll jog halfway, underhand to first. And a nice inning from Lucas Alanis. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We're moving quickly here in Walnut Creek. The 8th inning next, 5-3. Sonoma on top.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Bottom of the order due up for Sonoma, Trent Keys, Ben Sebastiani, and Kieran Baker. It's been a very effective bottom third today for Zach Pace. The three due up this inning have combined to get on base 5 times. 3 singles, 2 walks, and 2 RBIs. Trent Keys has an RBI single. That was in a big 3-run fourth. Halen Guerrero starts the 8th by missing off the corner away to Trent Keys. Pitch to Trent, low inside, 2-0. Keys listed at 6'3", Guerrero listed at 6 foot. I don't know. It looks like a lot more than a 3-inch difference between the two doing battle right now, and Keys fouls it off to the opposite field. The count's 2-1. That's a generous 6 foot they're giving Halen Guerrero. He's a tall left-handed hitter, 1 for 3 on the afternoon, slowly turning into evening. 6:12 here in Danville, and Keys takes inside 3 balls. Everyone strike. Trent entered today's game with 12 hits, 20 walks, 20 strikeouts, and 18 hit by pitches. The only number that's changed. Attack on the 13th knock for Keys. He sends this one in the air to center field. Trey Johnson heading back, backputting, still backpedaling, and he makes the catch on the lip of the warning track. Trent Keys gave it a ride, but Trey Johnson had a beat on it the whole way, 1 down. Well, it jumped off the bat of Keys. That brings up Ben Sebastiani, who's taken the first 2 pitches of the at-bat, his first 3 trips. We'll see what happens here against Halen Guerrero. He takes, called strike 1. And 1 for 2. A walk and an infield single. He takes, a called strike 2. Guerrero doing a nice job of working in and out. First pitch on the outside corner, second one on the inside corner. Has to battle from behind, 0-2. Guerrero delivers. Sebastiani takes outside and low, 1-2. 8th inning of play. Stompers lead by 2. Base is empty, 1 out. A 1-2 coming from Guerrero to Sebastiani. It's bounced foul at home plate. One and 2. Guerrero comes home. Sebastiani strikes out swinging on an off speed. Second strikeout for Halen Guerrero. And that'll bring up the 9-hitter Kieran Baker. Another nice day for Kieran in the 9 spot. He grounded out in the 3rd inning. He's walked and singled since then, and Brant Cummings will come to the mound. This is slated to be the 9th hitter that Guerrero would face, but I don't think he'll get the chance to face Kieran Baker. We'll tell you all about the new arm that will when we return. Top of the 8th inning, bases empty, 2 outs. Stompers lead at 5-3.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
My name is Esteban Sepulveda. I'm a catcher, and I'm from Pepperdine University. You're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Micah Billings is the new pitcher. He relieves Halen Guerrero with 2 outs in the 8th. For Guerrero, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 unearned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Baker squared to bunt and fouled it back to the screen. Billings making his 7th appearances. All of them, seventh appearance, beg your pardon. All of them have been out of the bullpen. 6 strikeouts and 2 earned runs over 6 2/3 innings. He's out in front of Baker, no balls and 2 strikes. Pitched 5 days ago, 2 shutout innings against Menlo Park. This is the Stompers' first look at him, and Baker pops it up, foul and out of play. Beg your pardon, the Stompers faced him back on June the 28th. He went 1.1 innings, and he retired all 4 Stompers that he faced. Baker grounds it to third. Calvillo backs up, slings it to first base in time to get the very speedy Baker. Kieran was flying up the line, but Ron McGee calls him out. The putout goes 6-3, and another nice job out of the Crawdad bullpen. This time it's Micah Billings. 8th inning rolls around. Gideon Hahn is tasked with getting the last 6 outs. We'll see how he does with the first 3 when we come back for the last of the 8th. Sonoma 8, Sonoma 5, Walnut Creek 3.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Gideon Hahn will get the 8th inning. Lucas Alanis, 2-out single, stranded. Nothing else on the run line in the 7th. Hahn making his 8th appearance as a pitcher. He's gone 13.1 innings. He's allowed just 1 earned run. It was against these Crawdads. He's given up 4 unearned runs also against these same Dads. He's now going to make his 4th appearance against Walnut Creek. He's already thrown 6.1 innings against the Crawdads, and his first pitch to Riley Leininger is hit foul to the pull side for the lefty. Hahn, a righty, has a handful of D1 offers. We're expecting a commitment soon from the right-handed pitcher. Just 1 earned run this season, as I mentioned, 13 strikeouts and 5 walks. 1 save so far for Hahn. You don't know how long the leash will be for Gideon here on a Friday evening. That one is ruled that it hits Riley Leininger just brushes him as it flies to the backstop, hit by pitch. And the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Joe Coupland.
And Hahn got the D1 stuff. A nice pitch, Arsenal fastball, slider, and a cut fastball that moves more than the slider at times. Hovers around 80, 82 miles an hour with, a plate's length plus of glove side movement, and the slider is equally lethal from the sidearm slot.
First pitch in there, called strike to Coupland. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. That makes him 5 for 29. We'll see what he does in his 30th at-bat of the season. He takes just outside 1-1. Justin Amit's outside corner has been a little shaky here this afternoon. You're not sure what you're going to get on a pitch near the outer black. Hahn comes home. This one's hit a ton out to right center, but Cam Hageman has a beat on it. Now he comes in, and he battles the sun to make the catch. That brings up Trey Johnson. 0 for 2, a walk, a flyout, and a strikeout. Stompers middle infield plays for 2, and what a double play it would be, and a big spot in this ball game. Zach Pace spells, make sure you get 1. Stompers in need of outs. They have 5 to get. That one misses low and outside. Beautifully received by Connor Pulowski. It counts 1 ball and no strikes. Johnson has a hit in 8 of his last 10 games. He's hitless so far today. Hahn comes home. Called strike outside corner. Unearned that one. The count's 1-1. Nico DeFazio, 2 hits. He stands in the on-deck circle. Hahn almost in a crouch out on the hill. Side arm delivery just misses off the corner. 2-1. Very close pitch. 2-1 on Johnson, the center fielder today for Brant Cummings. Stompers just 6 league games left after today. Hahn comes home. That one sent to center field. Hageman going back. Looking up, off the wall. Hageman picks it up. Cummings will stop the runner at third base. Johnson crushes a baseball to dead center. Stand-up double. Second and third, and now a base hit to the outfield more than likely would tie this ball game in the 8th.
And one of the hottest bats in the lineup despite hitting in the 9-hole. It's Nico DeFazio up, and that 9-hole just sets the table for the top of the order. The Crawdads down but not out here late in this one. Now a mound visit from Pulowski to calm hitting Hahn down.
So Pulowski and Hahn meet on the hill as Nico DeFazio, 9 for 29, 2 hits today. He's yet to pick up an extra base hit this season, but he doesn't need an extra base hit to tie this ball game. Second and third, 1 out. The Crawdads trail by 2. Gideon Hahn looking to work out of a jam here in the 8th. Hahn to DeFazio, fouled back to the screen. DeFazio is second summer here in Walnut Creek. The 0-1, foul back to the screen. Hahn way out in front, no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at third base. You can't really bury the breaking ball, especially we've already seen a couple pitches get to the screen. Stompers have also given up a run on a balk. Hahn looking to bear down. He does have the count leverage. He's ahead of the hitter, no balls and 2 strikes.
And a good job after the visit to get back in the zone and get ahead.
The pitch. DeFazio checks his swing. Appeal. No swing, says the second base umpire, Ron McGeeth. Nico DeFazio, it's been a long baseball journey. Started at University of the Pacific. Spent last season at Chabot. He's now headed to Houston Christian in the fall. He sends this one out to right center field. Hegman ranging over, and he makes the catch in the alley. 1 run will score. Productive out, Nico DeFazio. Tying run 90 feet away, and a 5-4 ball game here in Walnut Creek.
That ball hit hard and deep to right field, just a touch under it. Otherwise, they might have the lead here over the Stompers, but a nice job doing a job from Nico DeFazio. The sac fly in. The 9-hole puts a runner 90 feet away for the top of the order, and it scores a run. The Crawdads now just down 1 to the Stompers.
Continuing for Walnut Creek, number 8, Chris Esquivel.
Chris Esquivel's going to pinch hit for Ryan Ellis with the tying run 90 feet away. 2 outs in the 8th. Gideon Hahn stares in to get his sign and delivers. Outside corner, called strike 1. Ryan Ellis was 1 for 3 on an RBI single in the 5th. Bat taken out of his hands here. Can Esquivel do it off the bench? It's 1-1. 226, the batting average for the St. Mary's College right-handed hitter from Virginia. Hahn delivers. Esquivel takes. Called strike. Started. Saw it was an off-speed and then could not get going again.
An interesting move to the bench here. You take the lefty out and Ryan Ellis. Now you open up the cutter and the slider from Gideon Hahn. Those are his bread and butter pitches.
Esquivel 3 for his last 8 with a home run. He lines this one past Max Handren into center field. Brant Cummings hits the right button and we're all tied up here in the 8th. 8th RBI of the season for Chris Esquivel.
And a great piece there. It was the slider from Gideon Hahn. It was lower in the zone, but Esquivel did a good job not dipping the back shoulder, kept on top of it, went down, found it, scooped it through the middle of the infield. A hard line drive there.
Now fires a strike into Brandon Clisby, 0 for 4 today. A line out, 2 flyouts, and a ground ball. Hahn looking to limit the damage at 2 and send us into the 9th tied. Clisby takes upstairs, a pick back from Pulowski a little bit late. Hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Double from Trey Johnson, sac fly Nico DeFazio, and Chris Esquivel a pinch hit game tying single. Hahn comes home just low. Two balls and 1 strike the count on Clisby. Hahn finds the inside corner at the knees, 2-2. And this one for Sonoma. You had a 4-0 lead heading to the bottom of the 5th. You find yourselves in a tie game, and Gideon Hahn has picked off the runner Esquivel. Paul Lazul is going to run him back to second base. The tag is in time. So a nice move from Hahn, picks off Esquivel, but the damage is done. 2 runs on 2 hits, and nobody left. 9th inning rolls around in a 5-5 ball game.
The Sonoma Stompers are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 3030 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Gideon Hahn, who pitched in the 8th inning. He gave up 2 runs. We find ourselves tied here in the 9th. And he gets his chance to make up for it at the plate. Leading off the frame against Billings. He takes a called strike 1. Hahn, a left-handed hitter. Swings and misses, nothing in 2. Max Handren on deck. And then Cam Hegman. Not a lot of bench buttons to push for Zach Pace. Hahn gone on 3 pitches. First strikeout for Billings. He got Kieran Baker to ground out to the shortstop in the 8th. Now it's Max Handren looking to spark things in the 9th. Handren, a left-handed hitter. The pitch, a check swing, did not go, and the pitch is low, 1-0. Stompers, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. Crawdads, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and then a big 2 spot in the 8th. That's where we stand now. 5-5 ball game, and Handren's way out in front, 3-0. No action in the bullpen for Walnut Creek, just a football being tossed. There's somebody throwing down there for the Stompers. Handren swings 3-0 and sends one into right field, and it is in and out of the glove of the right fielder, Cam Taylor. Wow. A 3-0 swing yields a can of corn pop-up to Cam Taylor, and he took his eye off the baseball, and it drops in and out of his glove. The Stompers are given a gift. Wow.
Yeah, that's not great baseball all around. I mean, Handren 3-0 swing is questionable, and it's dropped, so he's given a second life there, but just an ugly play for everybody.
Hegman takes a pitch at the tippy top of the strike zone. It's 0-1. He swings and misses now. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 on the way from Billings to Hegman. Handren off first. The pitch is low. Kicks away from the catcher Clisby, and Max Handren is a savvy base runner. He takes second base. Great read from Stomper shortstop. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Blues have jumped out in front of the Merchants 1-0. So we could have 3 teams tied atop the CCL North if the Blues and the Crawdads win. Stompers, though, have the go-ahead run out at second base, and Brandon Clisby is going to go talk to Micah Billings. One ball and 2 strikes to Cam Hegman. Handren reached on An error on the right fielder. Taylor just got a pop fly right at him, and it bounced in and out of his glove. He moved to second on what should be a stolen base. Hegman takes low, 2-2. Paul Lazul, 2 huge knocks already today. A homer in the 5th, a single in the 7th. It's netted 2 Stomper runs. 2-2 to Hegeman, bouncing it. Came back and I think hit him in his own helmet. Almost a scary moment. He fell it straight into the ground, and it, I think, came back and hit the bill of his helmet. Maybe it got a piece of the catcher, Clisby. Chris Esquivel's taken over at second base. He pinch hit for Ryan Ellis and delivered a game-tying RBI single. Handren off second base. The pitch to Hegeman takes low outside, 3-2. Great at-bat being worked here by Hegeman. Struck out twice, popped out. Reached when Joey Donnelly took his foot off the bag. Here he rounds it. Picked by Calvillo at third. His throw to first is wide, and it gets by the first baseman, Donnelly. Handren gets to third base and has to hold there. Cam Calvillo made one of the best plays I've seen down at third base. I wonder how that one's going to be scored. An error is charged to somebody. It has to be to Cameron Calvillo, and that's a very unlucky error.
Yeah, the throw just down the line towards the runner in Hegeman, but Donnelly got a glove on it. It just kind of squeaked out and passed there. It was a pickable ball, but, I mean, I don't think a first baseman should be expected to pick a throw like that. He made a great play on the receiving end of a hard hit ground ball right at him, but just short-armed the throw a little bit, spiked it, and resulted in an error.
The pitch to Lazul's big swing and a miss, 0-1. Paul needs to shorten up and do anything he can to get that run home from third base. Hegeman 4 for 5 on stolen bases. You could see him run to stay out of a double play. He doesn't. Lazul pops it up, shallow, left field, going over his Leininger, and it drops foul. I think if Leininger makes that running play, Handren's a tagging up from third base. So it drops foul. Probably a break for the Crawdads, and now Lazul has to battle from behind 0-2. The go-ahead run, 90 feet away. Runners at the corners for Sonoma. Tie ball game here in the 9th. Lazul behind in the count, 0-2 against Micah Billings. 0-2, Lazul takes inside, 1-2. Close take from the left-handed hitting first baseman.
That's a confident big league take there from Paul Lazul. In on the edge, hasn't been given frequently, but has been given a couple times this ball game.
Lazul strikes out on a breaking ball. Huge out for Micah Billings, and it all comes down to Connor Pulowski, 2 on, 2 out. Second K now for Billings. He struck out Hahn to start the inning. An error on the right fielder Taylor, then an error on the third baseman Calvillo. Billings somehow trying to work around those 2 miscues by his defense. Here comes the pitch to Pulowski. Swings first pitch and hits it foul, 0-1. An aggressive hack there on a slider from Billings.
Yeah, started the count with the off-speed stuff. Pulowski saw it, just got out a little bit in front and under it.
Action in the bullpen for Sonoma. Pulowski bounces it foul at the plate. He's behind 0-2. The Stompers have been gifted 2 base runners here in this inning. An error on Taylor, an error on Calvillo. Those runners stand at first and third. Pulowski needs a huge hit. 0-2 with 2 outs. He lines it through the right side. Max Handren comes around to score. Hegeman goes first to third. It's a 2-out, 2-strike, go-ahead RBI single for Connor Pulowski, and the Stompers jump back in front 6-5. The man that leads the team in 2-out RBIs adds his biggest one of the season. Sonoma on top here in the 9th.
And That's a great piece there. It was a hit and run. Hegeman taking off on the pitch, able to go first to third. Now, same situation here for Anthony Shepler, who has the left on right advantage with Micah Billings.
Billings misses high with a fastball, 1-0. Connor Pulowski, you could see him visibly move his hands up on the bat with 2 strikes, and he punched a single through the right side. Shepler, a big hack, and it ends up a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher, Clisby. And that's a Stomper 2-strike approach down to a T. That's just a baseball 2-strike approach from Connor Pulowski, who delivers in a big spot. A curve to Shepler stays high, 1-2. There's a righty up and throwing for Sonoma. Stompers would love an insurance run. Shepler takes low. Clisby blocks it. Pulowski is going to take second base. Nice job by Clisby to keep that ball in front of him.
I don't even really know how you would score that there. I mean, it was in the dirt. It was blocked, but Pulowski, a late break, could give him a steal.
Good. The pitch to Shepler. Way high, ball 4. This is Billings' inning to finish. No action in the Crawdad bullpen. He hasn't been given a lot of help. 2 errors behind him, but a 2-out walk, loads the bases. And the Stompers lead 6-5 in the 9th. If Trent Keys can find the outfield, everyone could breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, 4 errors in the final 3 innings for the Crawdads here, and the 9th inning isn't done. Talk about bad defense when it matters most.
Talk about good defense. Brandon Clisby blocks now a second pitch with a runner at third base to the backhand side, just knocked it down and kept it out in front of him. Keys ahead in the count, 1-0. No place to put the left-handed hitter heading to San Joaquin Delta. He grounds it to second. Esquivel ranges over, and it's past him into right field. 1 run scores. Here comes another. To third base goes Shepler. The Walnut Creek defense implodes in the 9th. Sonoma leads it 8-5. We've talked time and time again about how Chris Esquivel has taken so many hits away from the Stompers. He gifts them 2 runs and a 3-run cushion. It's ruled as a base hit and a pair of RBIs for Keys.
And a great job from Trent Keys there. Pulls it through the right side. A tough play for Esquivel. Slips under the glove. Extends the Stomper lead.
Sebastiani swings first pitch. It's bounced to the backhand side of DeFazio. He can't get it out of his glove. His throw to first. Not in time. It's the 4th error of the inning. The Stompers lead it 9-5. You can't give away outs. How about you can't give away 4 in a tie game in the 9th?
And, I mean, what a defensive implosion here. The air is contagious here. The Crawdads just don't know what hit them.
Baker takes, called strike 1. What's the adage, Roman? You put the ball in play, good things will happen. You put pressure on the defense. The Crawdads have cracked under said pressure in the 9th. Baker fouls it off. He's behind 0-2. Let's take you back 3 hitters ago. Connor Pulowski with runners at the corners. 0-2 in the count. It looked like Micah Billings was going to work a magic act. Since then, Pulowski lined a single. Shepler walked, and there's been a couple errors. This one sent towards center. This might be a hit. Johnson can't get it. 1 run scores. It's Keys. Holding at second is Ben Sebastiani. It's an RBI single for Kieran Baker. 9 have come around to hit in the 9th. 5 runs have scored with 2 outs. A 2-out rally of dreams on a day where Sonoma had just 2 players off the bench that could come and hit. Top to bottom, the lineup has delivered. And in the blink of an eye, the Stompers are doubling up the Crawdads. It's 10-5. First pitch to Hahn misses. And there's a lot to talk about, Roman, here in this 9th inning. Hahn, though, has a chance to break what's an 0 for 5 day. He swings and misses. It's 1-1. He led off this inning with the strikeout.
A big opportunity here for Gideon Hahn. Love to get a ball in play here, even a couple RBIs, extend the lead.
He takes at the knees, called strike 1 and 2. Hahn 4 strikeouts. He's also flown out. See what he does with his 6th trip. That Baker single was just the second of the inning for Sonoma. Hahn sends it the opposite way and foul. Pitch to Hahn in the dirt. Clisby keeps it close, 2-2. Roman, the Stompers have 2 hits this inning. The Crawdads have made 4 errors. And the biggest one is the first one on Cam Taylor. Just dropped a pop-up that Max Andren hit right at him. Hahn fouls it into the glove of Clisby, and the side is finally retired. The Stompers send 10 to the plate. 5 of them score, and the Crawdads make 4 costly errors. Stompers all of a sudden nursing a 5-run lead into the last of the 9th.
The Sonoma Stompers are tail-wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 30/30 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Brandon Leone, the new pitcher, delivers to Brandon Clisby, and it's fouled off. The Stompers scored 5 runs, aided by 4 Walnut Creek errors in the top of the 9th inning. Stompers lead at 10-5 now in the bottom half, and Brandon Leone ahead of Brandon Clisby, no balls and 2 strikes. Leone has made just 4 league appearances. His last 2 outings have been out of league. In CCL action, he's given up 4 earned runs. This one's grounded to third base. Shepler throws to first in time to get Clisby. The putout goes 5-3, and Leone's picked up nicely where he left off because his last 2 outings, he gave up just 5 hits and no earned runs over 3 innings of work. The issue came against the Merchants. He got the start. He gave up 3 earned. That was all the way back on June 5th, if you can remember that far, Roman.
And a great example here of using the non-league games to sharpen your stuff, get hot, and then make your talents useful in a CCL game.
This one bounced toward Ben Sebastiani at second. He fields the short hop and short arms the throw to first. Lazula stretches. And there's quickly 2 away, and that 4-error top of the 9th has taken all the air out of that Crawdad dugout, which was so excited after tying the game with 2 in the last of the 8th.
And it was hardly a jog from Joey Donnelly down to first base. Just Crawdads waving the white flag here after a really ugly top of the ninth.
That brings up Cam Calvillo. He takes a called strike one. Brandon Leone, I mean, what do you say when you pitch with a 5-run lead in the ninth? Just fill up the zone. He's thrown 6 pitches. All of them have been strikes. And so is his 7th. The Stompers are 1 strike away from what would be an outstanding win coming out of the All-Star break. 0-2 pitch. Calvillo takes inside 1-2. Calvillo sends this one into center field, base hit. The ball game not over just quite yet. So Calvillo singles. This ball game is not technically over just quite yet.
Right fielder Cam Taylor.
That one kicks past Pulowski to the screen, and so Calvillo takes second base. A nice 3-hit day for Cam. That top of the 9th inning could be a frame that we look at in a week, depending how the CCL standings shake out. The Crawdads will fall to a full 2 games behind the Stompers, and the Slow Blues will jump them for that 2nd spot. 1-0 pitch coming to Cam Taylor. He made the first of 4 errors in the top of this inning, and maybe the most egregious one, if you will, on a pop-up bat. Went right to him. He takes a called strike. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. The pitch. Taylor sends it foul out of play the other way, and once again, down to their final strike are the Crawdads. One ball and 2 strikes to Taylor. Stompers lead at 10-5 here in the 9th. Runner at second with 2 outs. Leone delivers. Taylor lines it through the left side. Brant Cummings is going to send Calvillo towards the plate. Shepler will not cut off the throw, but it's late anyway. So RBI single for Taylor. Back-to-back 2-out hits have netted a run.
Yeah, good job climbing back here from the Crawdads. Still down 4. Obviously, you never want to give up a 5 spot at all, let alone in the top of the 9th in a tied ball game. But they aren't going away here in the bottom of the 9th, trying to scrap it out here at home, but a tough spot to be, just 1 out left.
That ball swung on and popped up foul out of play. 0-1. Leone still getting out ahead of everybody. 1 in here in the bottom of the 9th. That makes it a 10-6 ball game. Cam Taylor at first base. Riley Leininger in the box. He's made 1 of the 6 errors charged to Walnut Creek. The pitch. Called strike 2. And now Leone has a 3rd consecutive hitter on 2 strikes here, looking to close out the ball game. Leone delivers. It's low. It's at the feet of Pulowski. It got a piece of Justin Ammon into second base. Now goes Taylor. Stompers and Leone still holding a comfortable 4-run lead here in the 9th. That's thanks to a 5 spot in the top of this inning where none of those 4 runs were earned. 4 errors and just 2 hits for Sonoma against Micah Billings in the top of this frame. Leone looking to close the door and secure a win. The pitch. Leininger strikes out swinging. The Sonoma Stompers in almost unbelievable fashion, come into Walnut Creek and win it by the score of 10-6 with a 5 spot in the top of the 9th inning, Roman. 5 runs on 4 errors in one of the strangest innings we've ever seen, and it's come at one heck of a time for Sonoma.
One of the weirdest innings we've seen, but also just a great team effort from the Stompers here. We talked about a lot of injuries. The team just almost in a lull here with moral blows, health blows, just not at a great spot coming out of the All-Star break, but they had the 1-game lead at the top of the North, and they extended on it today. Now a 2-game lead on the Crawdads, and just a great team performance there. Everyone did their part. The pitching was good. The defense was good. I mean, you don't make an error. You let the other team make 6 on themselves. You are bound to win that ball game. A great job, a great start to the weekend where you face this Crawdads team another 2 times. Got to continue with the momentum, continue with the aggressive approach, and just play good team baseball.
A massive win for Zach Pace and the Sonoma Stompers on the road here in Walnut Creek. The first of, as you mentioned it, Roman, a 3-game set that picks up tomorrow at Arnold Field. The winning pitcher is Gideon Hahn. That's the first win or loss on his record. He's 1-0. Micah Billings falls to 0-1. Hahn, 2 earned runs in the 8th inning, which was almost a blown save. He came in with a 5-3 lead. He let the Crawdads tie it, but the offense then got 5 unearned runs against Micah Billings to give him the loss. So you don't really see a situation where the winning pitcher gives up 2 runs of earned and then the winning pitcher gives up none. And the Crawdads are sort of shell-shocked over there. Down the first base line, you don't see innings like that from teams led by Brant Cummings. The Stompers win. They improved to 21-13 and now lead the Walnut Creek Crawdads by 2 games in the CCL North, and they guarantee that they'll play tomorrow night with that top spot still in hand. It's now a 3-game winning streak for Sonoma, 3 consecutive games where they've scored double-digit runs, and they're 9-5 away from Arnold Field. A big stat of note now, Roman, is that this season series is now 4-3, not over yet for the Stompers, come a tie-break situation down the road. The Stompers and the Crawdads do battle tomorrow at 6:05 at Arnold Field this time. You can watch the broadcast starting at 5:55 with the pregame show, 6:05 approximate first pitch from Arnold Field, the second of 3 between these 2 squads. The Stompers win a big one on the backs of a 5-run 9th inning. The Crawdads make 6 errors in a losing effort. The winning pitcher, Gideon Hahn, is 1-0. The losing pitcher, Micah Billings, he's 0-1. For everyone that helps make this broadcast run, and for my broadcast partner, Roman Raffelli, the first place Stompers hold that spot. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:05. For now, I'm Kieran Costa, signing off from Danville, California.